to trot, typically a competitive affair between these two.
Yeah, and you mentioned Spirit, right? They need to find something. They need some gusto. They need something going right now because this team, right, when they play as the underdog, they play this type of Counter-Strike. It's been out of the box. It's in your face. It's aggressive. And right now, I feel like they've lost a bit of their identity here. The 1xBet odds blowing out even further as we move into map number 2. But that's a great shot from Wonderful to open the account.
Yeah, FaZe told them to have fun, and it seems Wonderful is. Start this pistol off. Chev and J-Raz providing us with all that observing goodness to catch all of the moving pieces here. The ever-changing puzzle. Trying to find a frag back. It's going to be easy, but still, Rain, how are you not dead? Okay, Wonderful down and out, but still takes one more with him. And that's a fight Chopper needs to win. Brokey strafes away, twists. Will keep it level. Siren reveals it. What?
He's very low.
Hello? Magix, bulletproof, gets away.
Okay. Somehow.
I think, yeah, it was just the gun spotted and he was hoping he could hit a finger or two. Oh. Twist. One bullet would find him, but hopefully baiting for Siren. Yeah, Carrigan not ready. Oh, clean as can be with 3. Siren gets Spirit a pistol.
For one of those more anchor supportive type members, I think Siren, right, he's very, very crispy as far as the aim department goes. I remember we commentated a couple of his matches last year. Definitely impressive in patches. But that is the way that Spirit definitely hoped to go on here. A pistol round with hopefully a conversion. This is where you're looking to really change the dialogue from map number 1. It was one-way traffic. FaZe just running away with Ancient. This is going to be the force buy from FaZe, though. No plant. Ooh, and a bit of a flub nade there. Was hoping to bounce that off the window.
There was someone there as well.
The silo. Yeah, could have done significant damage. Rain pops a bit of flak as well, down to 76. Now, there are smokes in play. If they want to wait for the early protocol utility that has been thrown from Spirit, now would be the perfect time to set up a bit of a smoke wall, and you can hear them.
A bit of a smoke wall.
With a bit of a gap. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Plugged.
No jokes to be made. Patsy onto Brokey. And surprisingly, the perfect weapon for the job in this instance. The MP9 gets it done. We can reposition Chopper's there as well with one of his own. But Carrigan, with an M4 no less, and already in hell, has really stretched his legs in the yard. The gap has now been revealed. Bomb is on secret, and Rain, okay, had to hit that shot. Not only does he find himself a weapon, but the bomb now is still in FaZe hands. And Spirit, after Siren's heroics, he may have to do it again. UMP, yeah, good work from Chopper. Rain again on that deagle, despite the low HP, puts Siren once again in the driving seat. Can you clutch up? Ooh, whoa, the pre-aim and the tag. Rain lucky to be alive, and more than a scraped knee, a full lost knee cap. 10 HP. Carrigan pre-aiming and deleted. Siren's going to do it again. Rain with that low HP, cowering, dancing around the site. Just one bullet. Siren clutches up. 2 rounds back to back. The Immortal. 6 frags, 2 rounds, 0 deaths.
No, they've needed him, and they've definitely sent the signal out. Siren showing up in back-to-back and bailing them out in 2 big occasions here. So Spirit, they do survive, but a plant an awful lot of kills. And Mr. Anderson is seeming like he's in the Matrix right now. He's found some gaps and found some kills, and we'll cop those in the highlight here. It's great to see Carrigan in this form and playing some heads-up CS. He's just feeling it. Should see another purchase coming through from FaZe. If you're going to push the CTs down to just 1 rifle staying alive and the plant, well, you know you can buy again with that loss bonus ticking on up. 3 Galils, 2 AKs, and a very light smattering of utility. But the buy on the other side, not a lot to boast about either.
Carrigan just swings open the door and says, "Fight me!" And Chopper deleted. Siren still feel like I'm going to be saying his name a lot. Wonderful for the yard of grass. Takes down the Norwegian. Cool your jets, FaZe. Carrigan giving it a go. Rob's actually lurking on that smoke. I'm going to try and play the fade here. Now, Magix is usually wise to many a game. There's 3 of them coming here. We'll opt to recede. That's more than he bargained for. Gets away on 10 HP. Wonderful prepares himself for a potential wrap. FaZe shoulder to shoulder with a single smoke. You need a frag before they can really implement it. You could smoke Patsy off. It's Magic's the first contact here. Trying to play those headshot angles. There's a chance, and it's squandered now. A hard clear and a good spray. Patsy, not one to underestimate with a double. It's Rob's turn to come up clutch. Seems to be the word of the day here on Nuke. So far, the numbers disadvantage has converted both times. Will Rops continue the trend? Oh, info. Siren's backpack betrays him, and oh, loud up the vents. Okay, how does Wonderful react? It was towards that ramp side. Rops playing weird games, and he's going to win a weird prize. Siren down, now Wonderful. Orp on his back. Plan. Awkward plan if he goes for the fight. Oh, Wonderful. Spots him out. Robs gets the bomb down. Can reposition now. 3 frags. Looking for 4. Robs clutches up for FaZe Clan. The trend continues.
Classic stuff for Mr. Cool right there. That is Rops personified. You want to see those type of plays. And you can see he's getting tricky with it. Well, big brain.
Oh.
Those type of plays with the crisp aim is what we come to see from this kid. Carrigan with another aggressive maneuver into an opener. Siren attempts to hold them at the door once more, but once they trade efficiently in towards the site, you think this double up from Patsy, it's more than enough, but the 1-on-3 from Rops. Sure, the last 2, he makes it look a little bit more specky, but had to get through Patsy first, who was on a heater, and we're back into the buys, back in towards a bit of peppering of this top side.
Into the smoke, that was a smart adjustment from Siren. Didn't get him anywhere. In fact, the round has already collapsed. Just like that, Pax broken. You invested everything you had into it, and they just charged topside.
Well, that's the thing. Spirit was definitely holding on by their fingertips because of the performance of Siren in the first couple. There's one
That's
back.
fair.
We'll just hold on to that. But now they've been knocked over, right? You just had to deal with the last man stalling them out, and now, well, Spirit looked like they'll be condemned to a lighter purchase in the next round of play as well. So the Force by Wars have already been won, and Brokey gets himself an AWP quite early here. Thank you very much, he says to Wonderful. Or maybe Rops, the one clutching out the previous. But some action-packed Counter-Strike here to start off Nuke. I don't think you can say the same for Ancient other than the pistol.
The Glove Deagle combo from Patsy there is not one I've seen before like that. Very much.
FaZe can really start to settle into this half now.
Yeah, 2-2. And I'm not talking about ballet. Round 5 with just that saved AK. You might have a smattering of a pistol of choice, those that can afford it. Wonderful's got himself the 5.7. From the previous round, it is basically just the nade. Magic's armored with an AK. Let's see what you got, mate.
Wonderful's been dropped across that 5.7 thanks to Magic. So at least he gets something out of this. I was just admiring his knife. It's called No Tilt Please.
Oh.
I don't know if that's to remind himself or his teammates.
Or he's manifesting, yeah. The please. Ooh, please. Rops beheads the rifle as the opener, and already, yeah, the downward spiral continues.
Coming in looking cleaner, the FaZe boys, as far as the aim department goes. Everybody looking crispy.
Good timing, and Carrigan really just taking a couple of liberties on that ramp side. He knows that buy is less than ideal. He just wanders in, catches a perfect glimpse, just rounding the corner. Poor Chopper. Tagged and now being hunted.
Again, just try and save this AK, right? If you can get another kill and scoop up another weapon for the follow-up, sure, but less than ideal would be an understatement here for Team Spirit in the early stages of this one.
Just going to let those SMGs search, both of them healthy. Carrigan and Rain just going to be scouting around and giving Rops on the AWP for that low HP. Makes it a 3rd frag from the Estonian.
I'll take that. Thank you very much, says Rain. An AK for him to upgrade to as soon as he's done having a little bit of a look. But hold up, Wonderful. He's chasing the tail here. He's been able to find a bit of a gap. And I think he was thinking about that AWP, but Brokey will cut him off at the pass. And it will just be Carrigan retaining a MAC-10 into round 6. Now, just want to have a look at Carrigan's spawn here to see if that is going to assist in the call. He's back of the pack. I think if Carrigan had a good spawn with the MAC-10, he might call something fast again, maybe a bit of a vent dive. This might change the modus operandi of round 6, but Spirit will be able to get the buys out again. Wonderful is going to be glass cannon. Shouldn't cause too many issues, but I think it lets you know more about the state of the nation, right? You've got Kevlar, no head armor. You only have one incendiary here to stop the hut or squeaky rush.
Ancient already kind of rattling around in your skull, not forgetting they kind of struggled on the CT side.
Oof, 3 smokes left to HE and 2 flashes for the next minute and 35 seconds. Best of luck.
And we're off. Magic's. Concedes ramp. Brokey with the bomb there. Twist already established full control. Sound cues given. Rain gets across as per usual. And the implementation of phases just slow crawl is really well considered. Brave from Rain. Brings the fight to Chopper, who wins the duel on the FAMAS alone. That will change the game plan.
He dinked him there. Must have been through the corner of the wall.
Yeah, good point. Leaves us with 3. Oh, what? Huh? No helmet. Felt that. Definitely punched by the MAC-10 mid-range. Getting that bomb down, going to be hard to do now. Brokey runs him down, misses the shot towards the center of mass. And now flying up that ladder. Oh, he was trying to get tricky with it. Yeah, leads to his demise. We will see 3-3. Team Spirit back on the horse.
Yeah, and a good team effort this time round. Not Siren bailing them out with a multi-kill and a clutch. This is a few more members contributing to scoop up that round, but plenty of cash for FaZe. And, well, they don't want to operate with this T-side AWP. Can be somewhat limiting.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, lucky to be alive is Chopper.
37 HP with a lesser weapon. That's a big duel to win.
Fair enough. Well, away we go.
You're looking a bit aggressive, Mr. Carrigan, and made nice procedures out of Chopper. He is being run on, though. Wonderful this time, providing some overwatch. Some support down the vent, but distraction leads to Brokey. Falling early. Magic should have one at the minimum. Carrigan looking to inject some funds back into the bank account of FaZe with that plant. Anything more feeling like a bonus at this point. Rock's perhaps going to go unchecked given the timing of his descent. Nice find onto Siren. Still, though, low. Carrigan knows one more to be found. They are looking a little threatening in a 1 versus 3, though. Spirit cannot concede. Carrigan, his brain swelling. And Magic's the one to pluck it from his shoulders. Okay, Spirit, that's 2 in a row. Up to 4. And already worth noting that kill distribution, it was completely out of whack on our first map, but it does seem like the CT starts enabling everyone, as well as, of course, that break, just to get themselves into a more competitive field.
Yeah, we saw everybody gathered around Hallie there just throughout the break, just having a discussion before they got back in the server here for map number 2. Just want to make sure they can refocus, because the series is far from done. I know that the desk was discussing the lack of Spirit showing up against NIP on Nuke just the other day. But if FaZe want to play at this type of a pace, I think that heads-up Counter-Strike will suit the Spirit players quite well. As Wonderful, aggressive here, has the support of Patsy as he looks for this up-close and personal fight, but nobody to oblige just yet. Topside util also at the ready. Looks like we have a backside as well as a top hut molly to be lobbed on now. Oh, and Rain just takes down Patsy. Easy as you like.
Yeah, AK singing in the hands of Mr. Nygaard.
Wonderful's dropped into top here. I want to start scaling towards hut. Once you've lost your support towards yard, you need to search elsewhere. Chopper, you need to be careful on this angle because there are bodies coming. Smoke's in the air. Vision denied.
Yeah, options over the top or bust. Chopper reconsiders it, tries to put bullets down range, loses half of his health in the process. And FaZe with this man advantage. Wonderful to change things with a missed shot though. Hut, AWP, call made.
Makes the ramp push a little bit easier here. I know there's 2 bodies, but now that you know there's no AWP there, once the pressure is felt from lower, from Rain right now crawling with Carrigan, they've got the rotation, they just need to get the fight.
Here comes Magic's opportunity to contribute. But with 3 bodies, clearing him from 3 different elevations. Yeah, he just gets caught out. Nice try from Chopper as he does push the smoke. Disrespect onto Rops. Bomb should go down. Astralis plant, uncontested.
Has to be a save here. You can't consider going for this one. That opening kill, very, very easy stuff from Rain onto Patsy. Sounded like a juicy shot. And then from there, it opened up so many avenues. It looked like they wanted to set up for a top piece, and then you saw them go back to yard, do the set smokes, cross towards secret, identify where the AWP is due to Wonderful missing that shot, and then just pounce with a ramp split to take that lower site. Color by numbers Counter-Strike for FaZe here to get themselves up to 4-4 and keep things level.
You ever do any like color by number stuff as a kid?
Not that I remember, and I don't know. I remember speaking to some people about this in recent times, like earliest memories. I think I must have blocked everything out.
Yeah.
I don't remember a whole lot, and I don't even remember what I did when I was 18.
It's weird, that one. I feel like it's you do remember, but all it takes is like one cue. You know,
I
like
need something to ignite
exactly.
the memory. Oh, here's the shot. Yeah, okay. It made it sound easy. Didn't look easy. So a tidy one there from Rain. Yeah, and Patsy with the frustrations. He will tend to be in the fights first, but that's one where he probably didn't even feel like he had a shot. So again, somewhat early timeouts from Spirit. Really to no avail on map number 1 of Ancient. Halley took 3 within the first half of play, and they still got absolutely blown out as there's Raban. Just checking the notes, giving the nice nod of approval. But on this quest here for the Intel Grand Slam FaZe, and coming into event after event and falling short and knowing that every time you take a swing and a miss, that maybe the Intel Grand Slam might disappear from you again, especially for the likes of Rain and Carrigan. We also have to talk about Twist, who could be the only person to do it twice, and with 2 different teams. So, you know, I know we're very early in the tournament here, but it's the form of Counter-Strike we're seeing. It's the tasty prospect of a FaZe versus G2 in the next round of play.
And an international team with the Intel Grand Slam.
Problems here.
Yeah, upon the fade, he just leaps in. It got caught out. Just the timing not favored. Patsy with a nice collection and a first blood. You talked about him taking those first fights. Rain, just a consistent presence after the cross back. Oh, he's actually working this one out. Now, Chopper has his cross, and Rain doesn't consider it. Well handled again on that FAMAS.
Good team Counter-Strike there. Understanding the gaps. That's great stuff from Spirit. Communication looking a little bit better on Nuke already.
Gets worse for Chopper, though. Molotov naded into oblivion. Wonderful, just looking for the no-scope on that vent drop. It's a top sight hit. Siren, good for it onto Twist, and there you have it. Straight to the crotch. Brokey feels the wrath of Wonderful. As Spirit, yeah, definitely going to start building and erecting this defensive wall. 5-round haul.
Oh, again, Spirit with another timeout. So either Halley didn't see something, whether Halley saw something he didn't like or wants to make sure they're adjusted here, knowing that it should be another buy from FaZe. Coming into round number 10, they have just enough money to get out 3 AKs. Make it 4 with Rops scooping one up late here. This also allows Carrigan and co to have a conversation as well. Plenty of time to talk through whatever they were hoping the attack to be. The pace feels like it was stalled out in a few previous rounds, so I'd be surprised if we see them go aggressive with that again. But towards the front of the pack here is Twists, right? And Carrigan has had success one time coming out squeaky with a flash pop into the top. Twist, on the other hand, got taken down when he attempted it. This might just be more direct to straight down secret because yard smokes are being deployed very early to set up Rain here.
And so far, 100% success rate in getting there. Unscathed. Starts his campaign.
He'll be too late. I don't think he's going to try and cross. I think he's going to park and try and come late in main or swivel to heaven.
Yeah, well, Twist with that Tech 9 certainly does seem like the pointy end of the spear. If they want to hit that top site, he can move and shoot. Very accurate while moving. Takes the shot. Lovely work from Robs there. Just protocols out of the individuals there.
But does that change the call here now that they know the AWP is over towards ramp? Wonderful hasn't started to rotate too far away just yet, just taking a new angle. Carrigan and Twist still towards Squeaky Door, so once these smokes subside, which they will, the last one has been deployed, they're just going to walk out and try and aim map here.
Yeah. Is this Patsy Rain head-to-head is going to be interesting, and Magic's in good position to handle the hut. It's been 2, if not 3 smokes, now an incendiary, but still 30 seconds upon the Molotov. Patsy wins all of the fights on the door. Still Rain arrives into the site. Need this fight. Magic's, though, has support from Siren. That's one. That's enough, perhaps, to take the round. 20 seconds. Rain's gone, and so is Brokey. Spirit, that's a round that will feel very good.
Yeah, I agree. I think the fact that they were well ahead of that play, they just stalled them out with utility. They're able to pick the rounds up relatively easily. Patsy gets away with 2 before Rain gets there to deal with him. So that was sturdy stuff. Don't tell me this is another timeout from Team Spirit. It is. That's 3 timeouts in the last, what, 4 or 5 rounds?
Huh?
Okay, well, they're in winning ways. I guess Hallie wants to keep them there, but I assume this will be the last time he calls one in this half, right? It'd be crazy to burn all 4 within the first half of play here. Wanting to avoid how things went down on Ancient, understandably so. It's already looking much more cohesive as a unit. There's contributions from everybody so far. Big shout out to Siren for the early game. And now everyone else getting a chance to activate here. It cannot be a buy from FaZe. Not enough cash available. Rain's actually opted to buy a pair of dual Berettas here, while the rest of his team is going to sail in with just Glocks.
Yeah. On Ancient, of course, we saw a 12-3 first half, FaZe with 12 CT rounds. And Team Spirit build a similarly intimidating lead. It does certainly reek of a 7th, given FaZe's equipment. 5 pistols. 4 bodies. Running on down, wonderful. Could get overwhelmed, but quite the opposite of that. And the first, Rain does run him over, but the rotation's in, and Chopper makes it a little less interesting for FaZe fans here.
I can't believe he got something out of the Julies. The investment definitely worth it now. 1 kill onto the AWPer, even if that just adds a bit of frustration. What more can Rain get done here? Because Rop should be gone. Yep. And now it's just Rain. They know where he is, or at least where he was.
Rain the AWPer.
They know what he has. Or had. English lessons with Chad Birchall.
That's something I would pay for.
Would you?
Yeah.
I can barely spell my name.
All right, guys. Today we're going to learn Gurgler. Gurgler. Say it with me now. Sorry, I don't know why you sound like a bogan.
Am I that high pitch?
No, you're not.
Right.
No,
if I am, I would have to work on it.
Let's see. Let's
the
see.
wall.
Yes, indeed.
A mythical creature enters the server.
The unicorn of Counter-Strike. And it's already a bit of a change-up. Look at Patsy. Aggressive into the red fight. FaZe caught off guard. Brokey down to just 4 HP in that exchange. Nearly the double from Patsy. Happy to take that first fight. Chopper readies himself for the cross. He didn't actively contest it, though. He's actually hoping for an element of surprise, and Brokey at the tail end with a low HP. Lucky to be alive as Rain bails him out of trouble from the descent of the vent. They park Rops as well to stop that option. So it's really only Magix. His teammates cannot help him quickly. It's just Magix, and Rob's parked there. Maybe into the smoke if he's brave enough. Refrag onto Twist. That'll get the alarm bells ringing. The kits are not on Magix. 13 bullets left for him, and Rops, yeah, patience rewarded. Now he can start his own return to the site. Magix and Wonderful. Do you really want to go for this now? Time of the essence. Smoke on the bomb. It's a start. Still not fun. Fake. Molly gets the frag, as does another. Magic's doing everything for the squad. Rops can clutch up in the defuse. Doesn't know where it is. And that's another CT round. 8 for Team Spirit and Magic from Boris.
Okay, well handled there. Kept his cool, didn't he? Right, there were so many targets if he wanted to take the fight early, but he just bided his time, waited for Twist to come through the smoke, got an absolute freebie on the planter after the bomb had already gone down. And you felt once Rops had taken Siren out, trying to rotate to send down that vent, that was left, right, good night. But the molly in towards the double doors, Brokey burns away.
Like after this, I thought it was curtains. You saw how little help Magix was going to receive, and he just doesn't need it. Doesn't need it. Hold on.
Bit of frustration from Russell there.
Well, yeah, especially when you kind of told yourself, lads, we just took Ancient. Let's go. Let's go. And now your expectations aren't being met. How much of that is my fault? Am I blaming myself? Charging in. Very quick from Karrakin. The pre-fire and the headshot. Siren flattened. As pace, perhaps the remedy to the woes. Oh yes, Twist. Comfortable onto Patsy.
Looking to break this streak here. It's been 4 on the trot. This one is going to sting with Wonderful, the only individual staying alive in the... Oh, toe spotted, Chopper. Yeah, you're gone. I thought you were in trouble. You're just dead. If they take away all these rifles, which apparently that has been the message. Carrigan making it loud and clear. Take away these guns. We can still get back into this half. 8 sure for Team Spirit already, but we can make things 7.
That's one way to hold the angle.
Well, he's not at headshot height, is he?
For sure, unless they're pre-aiming Goliath himself. Do you think giants existed at some point, Chad?
I don't know. People talk about these beds in Malta, these big stone beds that exist in Gozo for giants.
Well, I know where I'm going when I'm home.
Yeah, maybe we can take some players when we're out there for Pro League. Take them
Awesome.
out. We can adventure. We can maybe put on some archaeology hats.
Yeah, and we can ask them if they believe in giants too.
Maybe a monocle.
Ooh.
But that came so quick, didn't it? Yeah. Attempted the... Yeah, I was going to see if I could get away with it without saying it. Yeah, but it's not as easy. Now, this is actually going to be a FaZe timeout here. So, Hallie counting his lucky stars. Oh, I get another opportunity to grab 30 seconds and have a bit of a chit-chat. Yeah, sign me the hell up. Plenty of money for Patsy and Chopper to get something sizable into their hands. It looks like Patsy's actually been gifted the AUG thanks to Boris.
Yeah, I mean, something I was interested in was whether or not Spirit's additional play here in Katowice was going to help them come in a little warmer. But obviously FaZe were not too long ago in Copenhagen themselves and have been practicing heavily in preparation for this one. And from Carrigan's mouth itself, the atmosphere in the team is at an all-time high with the return of rain.
No, that's beautiful to hear. I was listening to the interview with HLTV yesterday with Patsy, and it was similar to what he was saying with Banks. A lot of the stuff at the moment is mental, right? Trying to whir back into action. And when you hear that, he was talking a lot about being young players, and so I guess it's being acclimatized with the environment, but then also the conversation of, well, previously you were just seen as these underdogs who were able to push big teams, but now there's a whole lot more expectation on the shoulders for you to perform at a consistent level. And that's why we love Patsy, because he felt like he would never wince at anything, just take constant aggressive fights in your face. Well, that still seems to be the playstyle, but not working as well.
Siren was frustrated in the previous. This time he draws first blood. Carrigan's coming though. Typically has Siren's number. This time Siren repels the invaders admirably. 2.5 frags. Rops down and out. Patsy's nade to finish what Siren had started. Now though, Brokey perhaps in the blind spot if there's a one-way down on Heaven already, so wonderful. Not going to investigate over the top of it. Doesn't need to.
Yeah, and if he was, I think Brokey would get the better of him. That one-way more to help towards the Tetris box and over towards the squeaky door here. So Brokey can take his time. If he can get the bomb down, there's about 20 seconds left here. Turn that into 40 and try and set himself up for a 1-on-3 attempt. Now, they have relinquished full control of this top site. Magix is on B. Wonderful now. Coming back up the ladder to address. He has the flash and the HE to try and initiate this, but Brokey will upgrade into an AK.
And he gets just back towards that Heaven fight. Turns the flash. Wonderful. He's starting his investigations as the crawl comes in. Info on the jump. Wonderful. Down and 2 to find Brokey. He's aware they're going to be in stack. It's the spray! And a clutch from Brokey. Spirit, that is going to get right into the cerebellum.
Oh, I didn't think he had that. I thought the top hub player had him dead to rights there, but I think he got stuck. If you're just on the hinge of that door frame, you're actually just floating and you're not very accurate. I don't know if we can catch this again. It looks so awkward there for that final fight. It felt like he had an eternity to course correct with the crosshair.
Sure, they give him the top sight and he punishes them.
So
doesn't
check
even
this
leave.
out, right? So one on top heart, and then, yeah, had to drop off the door to take it, right? To try and get that angle.
Wow, that's a big clutch up from Brokey. This was supposed to be a 9th now. 8-6, even 8-7. More than feasible, perhaps likely. Well, that's definitely going to leave Spirit rattled.
Yeah, and if the mental, is easy to pull apart here, that's one round to help, and that's a great shot. Carrigan just ripping him apart. The aim on point today from the in-game leader, the old boy. Got a few new tricks in 2023.
I think Carrigan and Twist have swapped names.
He's been sharp today.
Yeah, real sharp.
I like the way Maui and Yanko were talking about, there was some 50-50s. Well, that's another 50-50, right? He didn't use a smoke, he didn't use a flash, he just took the duel and absolutely bopped him. Sit down.
And now, the game plan. is being outlined. We have a man advantage. They likely have rubbish guns and no nades. What do we do to be as risk-averse as possible? Using all that yard space, which is now looking to be relinquished by Magix. Good frag on the M4. Siren uncleared, and oh, nearly two. Brokey keeps it interesting for FaZe Clan. Magix unable to adjust as he arrived from heaven. And they are low. Can Patsy clutch back? Back-to-back clutches, or clutch in response perhaps. Brokey using that smoke smart to evade the clear. And this is reminiscent of that ancient round. Plant the bomb. Leave it. Now the hunt rewarded. Patsy 1 needs another. Not planted for Rops. He's gonna get nervous or not. Patsy handles business. Clutch right back. A remedy to the previous round. A full 10-second defuse, but a 1v2 we do see at a 9.
This world is slowing down. How can I fight it? How can I listen when there's no sound? Oh, the wolves are out. Yes, the wolves are out. Hold on to what you found. Days are deceiving. My head is spinning round. Oh, I hear now. Yes, the wolves are out. Inside of our reality. Satellites singing serenade. Send out a signal, please remember me. Send out a signal, promise me.
Team Spirit with 9 rounds on their CT performance here on Nuke. Now, it is a must-win if they want to stay in the upper bracket. The group stage, day 1 kicking off of it. We are excited to be bringing you all of the action. My name's Machine. This guy's Chad.
I can introduce myself if you want. I saw your point. I was a
thought
little bit too late.
I thought we were going to do that whole thing. Like,
Yeah.
My name's Machine. My name's Tid. I don't know why you're that high-pitched mouse again.
No, that's all right. I'll take it.
I'm
I'll
working
take
on
it.
it. I'm working on it.
Let's see if it can be both pistols here. Now, the Siren song sounded for the first half. Let's see if he can find some more impact here for the boys in the second as the odds getting a little bit closer. Rain.
Oh.
Well, speaking of close, they're up close and personal. He's going to go down any second.
He's had no trouble. Calls for aid. Twists arrives on horseback.
How did he get away with that?
Yeah, I don't really know how he's still alive. It felt like he had 3 fights from 3 different angles. Brokey could say the same thing. Rock hard place. Chopper, the one with the Glock, gets the head shot.
All right, well, they should get the bomb down here.
Yeah, no doubt about that. It
There's
gets
no kit.
a little bit messy when that bomb goes down, but still yet to plant, and it's allowed time for them. Oh, they can really mix it up now. Carrigan could be run on down. The Glocks are coming. Carrigan brings the fight. Magix is doing everything. This advantage now flipped. And Rain taking, an over-exchange, an over-zealous exchange. Magix can win this round by planting on that top side. Twist still investigating into the lower. Oh, Chopper looks like he's got this one dead to rights. A good read, and one good click. Wonderful provides, and that does feel good. Both pistols here on FaZe's pick.
Yeah, that's going to feel like some good energy in the squad right there. So a good job from Spirit. Right, the fact that they were able to get that clutch from Patsy towards the tail end of the half, the early start from Siren to set themselves up with a nice bed of rounds to work with. I know it was only 2, but could have been catastrophic otherwise. And then this one here, Boris with some impact, starting to take the fights. And of course, FaZe aren't expecting that. They're thinking, oh, they'll just get that bomb down. You can see Patsy there with the yell made sure to give the glare across through the glass. But FaZe are going to try a force of their own. Scout from Rain. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Well, apparently he's starting to like the scopes a little bit more.
I love it. Going for what most would consider the Hail Mary. No scope spam into those smokes, and he's not far off. That one just trimming the nose hair of Patsy.
It's crazy how much like a tag through the smoke could make a difference into a round like this. So fortunate our Spirit here just to not cop a pot shot, and they do have a lot of space. So rotating down to the lower deck, you've got 2 members, Twist alongside of Brokey, the man here on your screen, but they need to hit some zingers.
Down to smoke. How does that go? Not well. Seems as I lie, I told a real porky pie, because Brokey takes down Patsy. Weapon could be recovered. Carrigan in a forward stance to stop it. Oh, look at this.
Saw the leg.
Yeah, I don't... Oh, Magic second guessed it. Robs misses his chance. Now 3 to find and will go down with that 5-7. Carrigan tried to profit upon the damage. They are all running on into the meat grinder. Siren 12. Good for at least 1 before he meets Brokey and that Galil.
No another player was down secret. Brokey has to be aware of this.
No info for Chopper. Opts for the Deagle on more chance of finding that lethality. Such low HP. The one-shot headshot, smoke just dribbled out and down the vent.
Brokey's here, though.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Uh-oh, knife out! And now he's got another one-shot headshot. This is very sketchy with the HP he's working with. Magic's
Time!
Chopper.
They've won the round!
Oh, no.
The round's over!
Oh, no, oh,
the
no.
clock again!
That's not the first time, and it should be the last. I can't believe that's happened. I just assume. I run under this assumption that the team has got their finger on the pulse.
This happened on Ancient as well, but on the CT side retake, and now on the T side, it feels like they're operating with so much more time because it doesn't feel like there's any need, there's no rush.
Brokey.
They don't feel anxious about it.
50 seconds at this point, right? You've got essentially a 1 round.
Feels like so much time, and then, well, running with 12 seconds left with your knife out, and that's the exact same reaction we saw from Patsy last time.
And that reposition from Brokey does deserve a firm pat on the back.
It's just, boys, the clock's like, we know how long it takes to plant, and if you're not in the site, and that clock is getting lower and lower and lower, you can't assume everything is clear.
Makes sense. Wonderful's got his knife out, though. I mean, he's just like 10 seconds, he's screaming, okay, we've got to get into that bomb site. Really, a severe, unforced error from Team Spirit. And just as we were starting to get excited about a double pistol win, maybe Magic can ignite Team Spirit again. Carrigan could be the next victim as he charges straight into Siren's Deeg. This is a quick response from Team Spirit.
Okay, well, they could draw things back now, but please, don't flub another one to the clock. If you're going to lose, at least lose to bullets.
Yeah, you know, I thought it was going to be a frying pan into the fire type beat, but it seems instead Team Spirit are frying the egg that was on their face.
Okay, well, that's one way to draw it back. That at least is something to hold your head up high about. And they've taken a decent lead here. I know it is going to be the T half of Nuke. It won't be easy to be able to close. But this is 11. The next round, FaZe. If they do hold on to this M4, great. If Twist can get an upgrade, even better. But it's going to be difficult for FaZe Clan now to try and close things out in 2.
Something that's really cool as well, worth noting, is that, you know, they didn't call a timeout. They only have one left. And after a round loss like that, you'd think, lads, maybe we do need a 30-second cooldown. No, actually, we're going to win the round off the back of Magix. Morris the Butcher.
18 kills for him, so having a bit of a resurgence. We saw how slow things started for him over there on Ancient. And it's actually been Rabana who takes the timeout here, so Karrigan will oblige. And this is just to get the finances in the right places here. And, they're going to supplement this saved M4 with a whole lot of pesky MP9s. A Deagle for Brokey, sure. There'll be a light smattering of utility here, but I'm positive Hallie knows what's going to be on the other side. This is the type of round with FaZe shoving the chips all in with another force, where if Spirit pick this up, obliterate everybody on the international side of the server, they can run this one home and take us to the third and deciding map of this series.
Mirage.
And that's where anything can happen.
Would be the tagline, wouldn't it? If you had to come up with a tagline for each map, Mirage.
We're going to the cinemas. We're going to go see Mirage tonight, guys. Where anything can happen.
Oh, it is. It's like the movie trailer plot line. I like that. All right, well, this is going to be an interesting one. FaZe certainly throwing their chips into the center of the table. They want to see absolutely no Mirage. Rain with a mix-up, not holding yard. In fact, just counting on Brokey. A Deagle jiggling from heaven. Oh, significant damage onto the most healthy or most exciting weapon of the lot. Might want to juggle that around. Rain with a scrap of health, and the smokes are up. A variation.
Tempted fate there, didn't he, by trying to spam back? I know he doesn't have the traces on the silenced M4, but still a risk to take. They are going to cross here with 4 players.
How much of a risk does he want to take on that 9 HP?
Well, he at least can communicate a whole bunch of steps. They heard at least 2 players crossing. So that's at least info for Karrigan to work with here. But one's not going to be enough, I don't think.
Yeah, it's an angle. Brokey unable to help. The door open, perhaps. Not going to be the most diligent of clears. Wonderful. It does go down. 1.5 as Brokey finishes it off. Now Twist will activate 1.5 of his own. These MP9s starting to sing. Rain will wrap. Magic's ready for it. Good pause from him there. He knows he doesn't need to do much more. The bomb is under CT control. The way back in would have been a frag like that. 19 HP. Magic's to descend the vent. How are you supposed to get this bomb back? Yeah, good timing on the molly. Rain will come through, and Siren, who's been considering it this whole time, gets a Deagle bullet to the back of the head.
Time again.
Yeah.
Round's over. Magic's not going to find 3 kills in 7 seconds, so we'll continue to have this back and forth nature to open up the second half. And I said one probably not enough there from Karrigan, but he had so much support just coming and pivoting with him towards that lower site for the fights. But that's been the theme for FaZe on these CT rounds throughout. But most often, they get punished. You've seen it. They've gone towards ramp. They win the duel against Rops. They come back towards lobby. All of FaZe push. They win those fights. I know that some of the rounds have definitely gone off kilter, but it feels like the mob of Spirit have been able to repel FaZe, who seem to be like a moth to the flame for the fight. Where are they? Oh, let's just go and biff.
Yeah.
Instead of letting them play and take the space, they just want to chase and try and get the duels, try and get the jump. But we are into the guns, so we don't have to take any ecos on either side here.
Smoke wall. Rain tucks in and got a lovely gap just to behead Chopper on the silo. Very swift to the exchange. He knew what was up. Oh, and Patsy's so lucky to be alive. What is that? 1 HP, now 0. Courtesy of Brokey.
Okay, well, yeah, just the bullets. So many different angles that Patsy has to worry about. A Squeaky gets redeployed a smoke, and with this 3-on-5 situation quite early here, we already know that Spirit have enough issues with the clock, let alone with a 2-man disadvantage.
Yeah, one of their greatest adversaries right now. Actually, one of the greatest adversaries of all humans. Time.
Sad, man.
That was sad. Waits for no man.
Well, you better make the most of what you have.
Yeah, let's see. 50 seconds. They don't need to rush. I'm saying that with bated breath, though, as they do try and dig themselves out of trouble. Beautifully handled. Rops now has support, and Magic needs another double to make a round out of this. 2 from the AK-47 as he ascends to 20 frag haul in just 19 rounds of play. We are here in the 20th.
Karrigan's alone here. If he goes down, topside is open for business.
Is the word, and Karrigan was ready for one. Doesn't handle wonderful. A 1v2. Rain locked off by the flame. And Twist will fly up the ladder as well, so how do you play this one out? Wonderful. Needs a quick headshot just like that, as Rain will stop him in his tracks. My God, the first was nice. Rain, though, immediate knee-jerk reaction for the trade. Just another day in the office for the Norwegian.
A couple of really nice clutches and clutch attempts so far in this map alone. So we are getting that excitement we promised at the start of the series. Sure, Ancient didn't deliver, but Nuke definitely is. We've drawn this to a 2-round game, but it's a very, very close affair. And guess what? We spoke about the fact there was only one timeout remaining for Spirit to use within this second half. Very liberal on their CT side. 3 used within what felt like a patch of 5 rounds, but now the final expended here. And to have a big discussion. The money, 3.7 on the high end, 2.7 on the low. They know that only one player survived. They can still break FaZe. So this is a big conversation to have right now. Boris has been doing an awful lot of damage, and Wonderful here with this plant has given them something a little extra to work with if they do want to push all in. Your other option is just take it a little bit more reserved, a couple of upgrades. You know the loss bonus into the next is going to be about that 2,400 mark. So if you leave yourself roughly 2K, you'll be sitting pretty. And that looks like the option that has been discussed. It's all right, boys. We'll let them get to 10, but we'll hold them there.
Yeah, we saw that Nuke in the most recent affair, but that was so long ago, nearly 9 months since that IEM Cologne affair. Wonderful had only been in the roster for a single month, so a lot of evolution you'd expect from
a lot of
both
experience
teams.
as well.
Yeah, that too.
You had Wonderful and Patsy named as Rookies of the Year. Well, they were in the conversation. It was actually Monacy who won Rookie of the Year last year. Makes sense.
Shocked Pikachu face.
I think he was number 7 in the top 20, but Patsy and Wonderful definitely made more than a name for themselves in 2022, and let's see if he can do it with the Deagle. He's already hit a couple of big boppers.
That'll be all for now. Some info, definitely flowing though. Spirit aware, 2 towards this yard position, keeping them at arm's length, understandably so. Brokey just forgoes that line on ramp, and yeah, second guessing it now, realizes that is a gap and a very viable one for Spirit. Bait a shot, but needs help, and Brain, the one to spray. 2 down on ramp, a missed shot from Brokey, but channels them back to lobby all the same. This constant moving amoeba of defense.
And they understand that if they can just get another kill, right, a little bit of damage, it doesn't have to be the round win. I say that, it all starts to fall apart. The House of Cards tumble, and it will just be one casualty that FaZe drops in the previous round of play. That's one of the better scenarios for FaZe, right? If you want to put the shoe on the other foot and talk about things from their perspective, they need to start having more clean rounds if they want to build a strong CT economy here to help them close this map out, or at least bring it back into winning ways.
Loved that adjustment. He kind of did a significant damage trying to track Chopper, and then realized the other dude's been setting his crosshair on me for the entirety, and actually managed to get them both. Lovely work from Rain. We're into the gate, the AKs, and an AWP actually from Brokey early for that ramp fight. Doesn't get it. Smoke will do its job.
Interesting, they've left, yeah, these 2 smokes. Thank you, Jay. Jay and Chev doing a fantastic job here today. So these smokes, they left them behind, and now they've come to scoop them back up to try and set themselves up a bit of territory towards yard, seeing what they can zone out. You can see the smoke wall deployed. 1, 2, and 3, and 2 players deep within the warehouse here.
How often do you see that, Chad?
Yeah, it's something that you might pull out once a half max, right? Because we do know that Rain likes to play this back of warehouse position, and the classic L block with the flash through can be very susceptible.
Does it give him a license to be a bit more nimble and aggressive? So
precisely, especially because it's Rops. It's not like Karrigan or somebody in warehouse that you can leave Rops around, as Rain catches the tail of Patsy, who has made the cross.
I always feel like this is quite a risky duel to be looking for, but Karrigan gets info when he takes a glance towards the lobby. Brokey hears him coming. Safe from the initial flash.
He knows there's no pressure.
Yeah, that's great. save from Carrigan. Just wants to confirm his suspicions that they return to lobby in 30 seconds. Everyone's worst enemy. Time will become a problem. Maybe not, as Magix bails them out, especially partnered up with Siren. Both out the hut, both with a headshot. And FaZe shaken now.
If Rops could find Patsy, and soon, there could be a conversation to try and have a look here. But you could see Rain, he was flirting with the idea of making the way in towards the top site through the vent. I think Carrigan said, no, we need to retain these rifles. And with Rops being in such a forward position, there is still a chance that he loses this. Brokey's backed off towards CT, so he's safe and sound for now. And Patsy extremely reserved here. So Spirit, they will get back into things with what may potentially be all 5 staying alive. And this time, a much better management of the clock. Right? It was Twist there. I was about to say all the pressure's on him because Carrigan is low, but he swings out, and Magix is not missing a beat so far on Nuke. 21 kills. He's been towards the top of the scoreboard throughout this map. The next closest in the server is on his side of Siren with 17 and Patsy with 16. So those 3 names are at the top of the totem pole of those frag charts. It's 15 apiece for Brokey, Rain, and Rops. But at the moment, it's not really the kill distribution that is the differentiating factor here. Spirit did a good job just holding FaZe at bay in their positions. And that little risky maneuver, that stack of Rops in the back of Warehouse completely removed him from the round. And Topside was much more susceptible to a hit like that.
Yeah, that worked out wonderfully. And speaking of wonderful, continuously trying to take early ramp presence. The smoke, though, persistent.
Started Rops towards lower here immediately. Rain, inquisitive. Now, this will be cheeky, right? He won't be cleared from the lower deck. If somebody jumps up on Silo late, he should have the jump. And if they do set up a smoke wall, he'll also have positional advantage over the top. So that could catch Patsy off guard here.
This is exciting for Rain. He adjusts himself in his chair and readies to pluck Patsy from the server. That should be enough. Now repositions onto top blue. Still has vision on you, Chopper, if you try. He will. Rain, 2 frags on the yard, an expert in that position.
Yeah, we've seen him doing this before in a major grand final,
MVP
right?
performance
yeah,
on that map.
And he's commanding in yard. It hasn't been the same aggression, but he's definitely really dealing with a lot of these outside plays. Just round after round, innovating where he wants to stand, where he wants to hold. And sure, some of these positions are a little bit riskier than others, but it always seems measured. And this is where we have this standoff between the 2 teams, understanding the scenario both are in. We should be seeing Team Spirit now, the ones opting for the save. And this might be back and forth, a rally of saves here until we get closer and closer to that magic number of 16 for one of these 2. We're starting to see the matchup that we all wanted to see here when we kicked off the day. A bit more spice on Nuke.
I love the little detail there, just of Rain leaving his rifle to retrieve the AK. Just in case things had been bolstered. And we're holding that rifle. So yeah, they come in with MP9s and a bit of a higgledy-piggledy mix, and they not only have 5 alive, but 5 solid rifles for the next round. Round 24 up next. And yeah, this is what we were hoping for. When we saw these 2 names in the for opening affair, expected a banger. Map 1 did not deliver, but finding ourselves really towards the tail end of a full 30-round game.
Yeah, and one of the keys right now is, remember, Spirit have used all of their timeouts. So if FaZe want to be generous, they can take a timeout and allow Halley to have that chance. Otherwise, he just has to sit there and squirm.
Can't be too fun watching those POVs. Feeling helpless when it goes wrong. Rops. Oh, flash is good.
Didn't clear his corner.
Didn't. Still gets 1. Could have been so much more. Magix, he's like, sorry about that. Yeah, got a bit confused, a little lost in the moment. And the flash.
The Dorman letting a couple of strays in.
Rops does well to find the 1. Damage as well onto Wonderful.
They might need a reaggress here.
And that's exactly what the AWP tries to provide. Brokey unable to put it down. Range, Magix does a whole lot better.
Where's the reaction? Orb and Rain, usually 2 of the yard defenders spotted. Patsy needs to take this space.
And that's exactly what Rain's looking for. A punishment as he posts his 19th. Definitely feeling like their sails have been a little tattered here. Far from smooth sailing.
Happy to give up the room here is Brokey. Twist is already down towards the lower deck. You can see him getting in position towards the window side. Should be able to stop this.
Should, but it's Magic.
Oh!
Ooh, excuse me, it's Chopper. And Wonderful. Definitely need to get my eyes tested. I mean, Carrigan, he is susceptible to this fight. They're going to fight together, and only one will remain. Manageable, though. Chopper piecing it together. Low site plant is only option, and Brain is right here. Will you clear? I don't think so. Neither does Rain. Just positionally brilliant. Mechanics, a guarantee with a player like him. And that will launch FaZe up to 12. We all tied up.
And as we said, no timeout, right? And this is a position where you'd really let the coach, or maybe just 30 seconds to take a look at the purchases. Now, this was Drops almost finding a double. Magic's make sure that doesn't get too out of control, but crispy shots from either side. Another closely fought affair, but that was the one that mattered the most. And they will buy. They will go all in here. Wonderful with the AWP. Pistols for Chopper and Patsy, and rifles for the other two of Magic's and Siren here. They got to make this one count.
Yeah, well, Wonderful's got the biggest gun on the squad. Let's see if he can make it work. Nothing particularly aggressive yard. Instead, the alternative. Rob's dispatched towards the secret stairs. He'll be able to control anything behind a wall of smokes. Which it seems Chopper is starting to deploy.
Wonderful's begging for somebody to stick their head up here through secret, and that smoke will make it a little bit more difficult to see.
Oh, he's again been cut down to size early. 20 HP for the AWPer. FaZe poised to hold this top hit. Using Magic's as the pointy end of the spear. We've got Siren alongside for the ride as they swing through. This is a dual twist. Wins. Magic's gone. Tux turns tail. Siren steps up. Good for the first. They need this frag onto Carrigan. The back of the site needs a response. Patsy going wide. The Tech-9 does nothing, and so do Team Spirit. Just dissolving upon entry. FaZe will take the lead, and the money is not pretty for Team Spirit.
Yeah, the biggest positive is max loss bonus is in play. So if they can get the bomb down, well, they don't even need to get the bomb down. Next round, they'll be guaranteed a buy, but FaZe, if they can withstand what should be a bit of a half investment here from Team Spirit, should be pretty good for 14. And it felt like Carrigan was going to overstep the mark here for a moment or two, but stays reserved. Rops gets there in time and getting fired up about that one. Be great to get through this with a 2-0. Set himself up for the grand final rematch of last year against a new look G2 with JKS, the man who helped them in the time of need to pick up the trophy in 2022. Now he's on the other side of the server, and that match will lock one of the two in for the playoffs.
Well, that should be a whole lot of fun.
Well, with both teams in good form, looking sharp, it could be anybody's game.
Have to get there first. Certainly the 14th, not too unlikely. Rain ensures it as yard is clear. Chopper felled. And options limited. Here they come into Brokey. He's been holding his own. Continues to do so.
One by one they fall. And
Is Rain a knifer?
no. He is a...
Winner.
Yeah, I was going to say warrior, right? He's not gonna mess around. He's going to make sure you don't get any chance to strike back as this man. To be fair, we did see Brolin pull out the knife the other day, and that surprised us. I mean, oh, he's growing up.
Out of character, definitely. I think that's all it takes is having config on your team. Start knifing people.
The residual JW just needed a config to get the knife out. Okay, well, Spirit. Here you go. Something's got to change. FaZe with a spree of rounds now, 4 consecutive of their own on this CT side. 2 more to close here. And Rob's getting aggressive.
Should be safe from the flame spread. Magic's just on the very edge, but no sound cue, no warning for FaZe of this very close AK-47. The forward postured AWP, though. Brokey is spotted out. The information will flow rather rapidly.
Calls just changed. The smoke wall was being lined up, so I think Chopper has decided on something a little bit different here. You can see Patsy's mouth moving. He's made it to red without too many dramas. Magic's as we've already highlighted here, very forward. And yeah, Patsy, the smokes hadn't plumed yet, mate. Rain will just get a freebie.
He's going to be mad about that one.
Yeah, that's an unforced error there. Didn't need to take that fight.
This is this is such an important round as well. It will have to beat one of the other names. Rops! Easy click, back of the head. Magic's as well, sent to the Frustration Shadow Realm. Karrigan calling lobby clear.
This is
He's
naughty.
got to go behind him here. And oh no, Team Spirit humiliated in such an important round. The bomb in Karrigan's grasp. Chopper with it all to do and a chance onto Karrigan. First of 3. Brokey makes it clear where he is. That's a nade. It actually does significant damage wide. And Rops will find 15 for FaZe. Happy with that. No doubt about it. And Patsy and Magix with some rather bitter pills to swallow in that round.
Yeah, Patsy just overstepping the mark there. You know, you understand he wants to start to get a bit of a move on, but just gives that one away. And you should never be walking around the corner with a nade in your hand. That's a bit of an in-game leader situation right there. And Karrigan with a messy spray. It could have been 2, but Twist will gladly profit from that. And Chopper, well, trying to make his birthday wish come true. He goes down in another clutch attempt, but this is it. Last chance saloon for Team Spirit here. Otherwise, FaZe. They'll start off strong here in Katowice for 2023. Ancient, that was a strong showing. Nuke, it's been a bit more of a test. And Brokey with another miss over at ramp. He's under a bit of pressure here, but the step back out does take down Siren. Does have issues around. Rops trying to alleviate a bit of that. Magix with the MAC-10 continues to farm up frags. 23 now, but fights keep coming all over the shop.
Just doesn't seem to care of that lobby defense. Chopper's going to be there now. And I mean, Karrigan has done the impossible with the low HP. With the Org-V AK, he still thrives. Delivers a frag that seizes the advantage. Bomb in lobby. Wonderful detached on ramp. And Karrigan, I'm off to the smoke. He's going to get another. He is securing it for the team. A triple kill to take it in 2. Only wonderful with it all to do. And Karrigan does not wait for anyone. Flash is great. Here's it. Karrigan finishing with the knife. Okay. No scope. Wonderful punishes. Just need the finish. He's down the vent. No one can address it. Imagine.
They've given him a chance now, haven't they?
Imagine.
You try to knife me in a 1-on-3. You had the game right there. What does Wonderful have to say about this?
Oh, yeah. He was feeling himself for a second, Karrigan, and now his palms get a little sweaty. Surely no mum's spaghetti. Oh, no. This could be a round. Twist wants to forgetty. 2 HP. Wonderful down. And FaZe have the round. Karrigan, a sigh of relief as FaZe will take it in 2. Smiles. It's all smiles now. It could have not been.
Yeah.
Could have been something quite different. My goodness.
Well, FaZe, they make this one look a little bit more difficult here on Nuke, but when you take Ancient into consideration, this is the form you want to see. The grand finalists, the trophy winners of last year's Katowice. Great form. And the return, looking for the quest of the Intel Grand Slam. This campaign, it's well underway.
Oh, no doubt about it. And, you know, set your sights, set your watches and calendars for FaZe G2.